Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of GPSforlove.com. Yesterday I received an email from one of the members of our GPS for Love community, and I just wanted to share it with you. It says, Joe, most coaches and experts talk about letting a man lead, but is it okay to message a guy first? Is it okay to call him more often? To ask him to go out with you for a walk or a drink? I'm actually quite a shy girl, and I never do this, but I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and take more risk in my life. Thanks, Taryn. Well, Taryn, it's a great question, and it's something that I've never addressed in a blog before, so no better time than the present. So first and foremost, is it okay to make the first move to show a guy you're interested? Absolutely. When I met my wife, I met my wife online 16 years ago, okay? This was before online dating was like the most popular way of meeting someone. And she actually reached out to me. Now, there's nothing wrong because I quite honestly didn't know she existed. I didn't know she was out there. Online, there's so many people out there. You don't realize that, you're missing something. So she reached out to me. Now, here's the important thing is once she reached out and she let me know that she existed, then I took over as the man. There's a natural energy to a relationship. You've probably, hopefully at this point, you've heard about masculine and feminine energy. Well, for a relationship to succeed and stand the test of time, a man has to be in his masculine. That's the stronger, more dominant. That's the type of energy which will take the lead. Where a woman is more feminine, she's more soft. Now, that doesn't mean that a woman's a pushover. Doesn't mean that she can never have an opinion. Doesn't mean that she can't stand up for herself. But there's just natural roles that men and women play in life and in relationships. So if a woman shows a guy that she's interested by calling him every now and then or saying, hey, you know what, would you like to get together for dinner? I've got some free time. Well, you know what? Us guys love that. Why? Because it shows us that you're interested. We just need those little clues to let us know that, you want to be with us, that you're attracted to us, that you find us interesting, because that's important to us. Now, here's the key. Okay. And I really want you to pay close attention. Okay. Come closer, pay close attention, shut everything off, pay attention. Okay. The key is to not appear desperate and needy, because us guys can sense that. There's a time in my life where I dated someone where she called me all the time. You want to go out? Sorry, I got plans. Well, what about tomorrow? Sorry, I got plans. Well, what about Sunday? I don't know. I'll talk to you later in the week. And then she called like on Friday. What are you doing? Can we go out tomorrow? And I'm like, man, you're so desperate. You're so needy. I don't want to be with someone who's just looking for any guy who comes along, who's so desperate for a relationship or someone to share their life with them. That's not the kind of person I want to be in a relationship with. I want to be in a relationship with someone who admires me, who likes me for who I am as a person. And that's the kind of person I want to be. Someone who says, if you're not the kind of person I'm looking for, then I don't want anything to do with you. That's a person who's attractive to us men. And so there's nothing wrong as a woman if you take the initial leads. I say it's kind of like planting seeds, just sprinkling little seeds along the way to let a guy know that you're interested. Now, I want you to pay attention to this as well, because if a guy is interested, he will take your bait. He will take those seeds. He will say, sure, you know what, I'd love to get together. Or he'd say, you know what, man, I'd love to get together today, but, I've actually have a conflict. So how about we get together tomorrow? And then he'll take the lead. And so in the beginning, a guy doesn't know that you exist. And believe it or not, sometimes guys are afraid of rejection. I know it may be hard to believe, but there's some guys who just really, like you can hit them over the head and let them know you're interested. And they're like, really? I'm not sure, and because their stuff will come up. So you just simply want to show a guy that, hey, I'm interested in you, and here are some signs. And if he's the right guy, he'll pick up on that, he'll take the lead, and then he'll step into the role of being the man in the relationship. Because one of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of women make is they take the role of the man. And they take over, they make all the plans, they do all the things to get a guy to be interested in them. And it's great in the beginning. But then 3 months, 6 months, 3 years down the road, it's like, you know what? This guy's a pussy. He's a wimp. He's got no balls. I've got to do everything. He doesn't do anything. And it's like, well, guess what? He was like that in the beginning. But you didn't care about that because you were so attracted to him. You wanted a relationship so bad that you were willing to do something that worked against you. So this is really important. I really hope you pay attention to this. So again, there's nothing wrong with being proactive, letting a guy know you're interested, and giving him some signs to let him know that you're interested in being with him and getting to know him and possibly having a relationship with him. But after that, it's his job to step up, to take the reins, to lead you in the relationship, where ultimately you can be partners and have that relationship you desire and deserve. So, as always, love to hear from you. What's your take? Do you agree with this? You think it's a bunch of BS? Have you ever been in a relationship where you took the lead and you put in all the energy to make the relationship work or to make the guy like you, and then ultimately you realize that he wasn't what you were looking for? Or did you do the opposite, where you took the lead and it worked, and now you're in this great relationship? Please share, because there's so many members who are listening to this right now who can benefit from your wisdom and your advice as well. As always, I'm privileged to be with you. I'll see you next time. Much love.